Hello guys, MNM back in again here guys, and basically guys, today is the eve of all the big leagues kicking off. The Bundesliga I do believe kicks off tomorrow guys, but to this episode guys I'll be checking out the BPL, giving you my predictions on the BPL, and also something I really haven't seen that much is my predictions on the Bundesliga, because I enjoy watching the Bundesliga. It's a very fun league to watch. I'll be getting my reaction on simple guys, who's going to be the champions, who's going to get relegated, who is going to get top four, or who's going to get Champions League, who's going to get Europa League, and basically other things as who's going to be the surprise package, who's going to be the top scorer, and who's going to get the most clean sheets in the league, guys. So we'll start off with the Premier League one, guys. So champions, straight away, it's Chelsea in my opinion. Chelsea will retain the Premier League if they keep the form that they do. And another thing is, I would kind of be swayed a wee bit for Arsenal if they did manage to pull off the Benzema transfer and he bangs them in for them. I think Arsenal could really win the Premier League this year. And Chelsea, I think they are going to win it as long as they try and keep Diego Costa fit. That's the main thing. Keep him fit. Keep Hazard giving him all the support and stuff. Make sure John Terry's on his right form again, and I think Chelsea could actually get a double Premier League in my opinion. They look so strong. Guys, nothing always tells me that I'd like to see more from other clubs. Yes, Manchester City, I just can't see them winning it in all fairness, guys. I'll say it now. City, I don't see them winning it. I think they will get in the Champions League, but I don't think they will. They don't have the caliber of squad to really go and challenge for it. They've got a lot of declining players in their team. Manchester United, they've got a lot of players fitting into their squad and stuff like that. I still think they need a centre-back to try and challenge. They need to bring in someone like Otamendi, Ramos, and I would even think they would be able to challenge you guys for that Champions League space. Now, I'll give you now, guys. I'm going to talk about this now. Who would I kind of go for? I don't know, guys. I think definitely Chelsea for champions, in my opinion. Now, looking at the top four, guys, who is going to be relegation? I'll say now, who's going to get relegated? Bournemouth. Can't see them staying up in all fairness. I'll say the bottom team is going to be Watford. They've got basically it's a whole new caliber of team and all new managers in as well. I just can't see actually Watford staying in the Premier League this year, to be honest with you, and a lot of them are not Premier League proven. So that could be a big if for Watford there, in my opinion. So Watford, I don't see them surviving. 20th for them. 19th, I'm going to go to Bournemouth. They don't look that good, guys, in all fairness. I'll say that. They don't look good. Yeah, and they don't look good. Basically, like, Bournemouth have got a good... They just, again, they've got not really that... They've got a couple of, guys who've been in the Premier League long and give them experience, but they don't have a caliber of squad. Their main signing's Tyrone Mings, who's not Premier League proven. So, again, that shows you now that I do not see them staying in the Premier League, and now obviously 19th for Bournemouth. 18th, I'm going to go and head up for the third relegation team being... People could either go Leicester, they could go Sunderland, they could go Manchester, not Manchester, what am I talking about? They could go with Norwich, but I'm actually going to say this now. I'm going to go with Crystal Palace. Now you think to yourself, oh wow, Crystal Palace, they're not going to get relegated. Guys, I've seen this before. Look, they'd look decent, but the big thing is, I'm going to go Crystal Palace. I'm not sure about Crystal Palace. I would probably say, probably go if I had to go my heart, Leicester or Sunderland with my heart if I had to go with that, guys. But again, I think Crystal Palace. I just see Crystal Palace go. Crystal Palace, they haven't improved. If Yannick Bolasie, all it takes for Yannick Bolasie and Zaha to flop and stuff like that and not have a good season, and they're basically screwed. Like Johan Cabaye can pull the strings, but who's going to pull the strings too? Murray, it just doesn't. Murray's good, guys, and all that kind of stuff, but I don't see Crystal Palace staying up, and they've got a shitty manager in all fairness, and now I'm Pardew. So again, that's why I wouldn't go with Crystal Palace, but I somehow have a surprise feeling Crystal Palace will go down this year. Now, moving in to the next thing is who will qualify for the Champions League. I'm going to say this now. Chelsea first. I've already discussed this a wee bit, guys. I'm going to go with Arsenal second. Manchester United fourth and City, Manchester United third and City fourth. Now, City, I'm not really sure, guys, about City. They don't have a good enough squad. That will probably be who is going to go into probably the Champions League. In all fairness, in my opinion, who will being that Champions League S type of thing, I would definitely go with those things, or those four. Those are my Champions Leagues. That's Chelsea, Arsenal, same as last year. Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United. They will all be Champions League this year. Now, moving on to who's going to get Europa League in all fairness, guys. Europa League, definitely, I'm going to have to point out, it's going to be Spurs. They've always got their position locked down, and I think they will get 5th this season, in my opinion. Then we're going to move on to another thing, which is really thinking, who's going to get the Europa League this year now, guys? So, Europa League. Obviously got the Europa League, guys. I'm going to say now, who's going to be the surprise package this year? Newcastle, I'm not actually going Newcastle. Some would say Southampton arguably the surprise package from last year. Who are going to be the surprise package? Now, everyone's going to go crazy at me. I think it's Aston Villa. I seriously think Aston Villa are the surprise package this year. They could even press. But the squad they've got, a new good players not Premier League proven. But I've got something in my mind saying that, yeah, they could be Premier League proven players just from the get-go. And I think Aston Villa, they're all Premier League proven. Aston Villa could really challenge for a top, maybe even 7th, 6th Aston Villa. So a surprise package. Aston Villa, Newcastle as well could be a surprise package. I'm not sure about that, guys. Now, moving into the top scorer, can't see anyone but doubt Sergio Aguero. I can't see anyone else getting the top scorer this year, guys. Other people you could say that are going to be up there are Diego Costa, Wayne Rooney, Harry Kane, Benteke, Daniel Sturridge, Theo Walcott. They're all in there. Who's going to be the top? Giroud. Now, one guy came out and said, I was watching Sky Sports this morning, and one guy came out and said, oh, I really fancy Olivier Giroud to be the top scorer this year. Bull. That is absolute bull. Yeah, and he said, who's going to win the Premier League? Arsenal. Who's the best defender in the Premier League? Oh, Lauren Koscielny. It's ridiculous. It means he was an Arsenal fan. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous, in all fairness. Sky Sports, I'm not going to have a rant at you, but again, don't hire guys who are just going to go on and say Arsenal this, Arsenal that. Olivier Giroud is going to be the top scorer. That's just shit. Anyway, guys, I think, top scorer, Sergio Aguero, in my opinion, if he stays fit. That's the main thing. He'll be top scorer if he stays fit. So, most clean sheets. I'm actually going to say this now, and say this with absolute positive attitude, who is going to get the top clean sheets this year. And people might not really be iffy about this, guys, but I think it definitely, everyone's going to go with Thibaut Courtois, Peter Cech, and stuff like that. But I'm actually going to go with one of the weird ones here. I'm actually going to go with Hugo Lloris. Now, I know you guys are going to assume, oh, Hugo Lloris. If he's got a better defence in front of him, if he keeps a really, really good season this year, Hugo Lloris, I think, could be the clean sheeter this year, in my opinion, guys. If he has an absolute world of a season. David De Gea looks like he's staying at Man U, but again, I'm going to go with Hugo Lloris for the most clean sheets this year in the Premier League. So, I am going to now, say it now, I'm going to say champion will be Chelsea. Relegation, I'm going to say, I know it's a bit iffy, guys, but I'm going to go with Watford, Bournemouth, and Crystal Palace. Who is going to be, another thing was, who is going to get top 4? Obviously, I'm going to go Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester City, and Manchester United and Manchester City in that order. And then I'm going to go with another thing was, who's going to get Europa League? Tottenham. Who's going to be surprise package this year? I said before, I fancy Aston Villa to be the surprise package, to be honest with you. And, yeah, top scorer Sergio Aguero, most clean sheets, Hugo Lloris, in my opinion, guys. So, let's go on to the Bundesliga preview. Hello guys, I'm pleased here and welcome to another thing. It's the Bundesliga. Now, I've enjoyed watching the Bundesliga in the last couple of weeks, guys. It's such a great league, guys, and today we are going to give my preview, which I do believe it starts this Saturday. I think it is, and I cannot wait for the Bundesliga to start, guys, to be honest with you. This are the teams we have are Bayern, Wolfsburg, Mönchengladbach, Leverkusen, Augsburg, Schalke, Dortmund, Hoffenheim, Eintracht Frankfurt, Werder Bremen, Mainz, Cologne, Hannover, VSB Stuttgart, Hertha Berlin, Hamburg, Ingolstadt, and Darmstadt. Now, I'm going to say this now, guys. I'm going to give my predictions, obviously, as I did with the Premier League, the Champions League. There's 3 Champions League places, I do believe, guys. There are 4 Champions League places and 2 Europa League places. I think that is how it runs in the Bundesliga. So, I'm going to give this now, and also give my two relegated teams, who are automatically relegated. Starting with who is going to win the Bundesliga this year. There's no doubt, Bayern Munich, guys, Bayern Munchen. There's no way you not fuck this up, guys. They are going to win the Bundesliga this year, hands down. Nobody can catch them. They're too good, Bayern Munich, and I think they will win the Bundesliga again, guys. Now that's enough about that. Who is going to get relegated now, guys? I've got to point out who is going to get relegated. 18th, Darmstadt. I can't see Darmstadt staying up. I know it's like a fairy tale story. I can't see Darmstadt staying up, guys. With all my heart, I can't see Darmstadt staying up in this league. They won't. They're just punching above their weight, Darmstadt, this one. They're punching above their weight. I think it's just too much for Darmstadt. They will not stay. I think the Bundesliga. They will go straight back down. I'm actually going to say this now, guys, and I know it's going to F a lot of people up. I know it's going to be a bit iffy, but I think the team that will finish 17th are Hertha Berlin. I do see them going down, guys, in all fairness. I mean, yeah, they've got the massive stadium and stuff like that, guys, and they've got a good solid band of players. You know, you've got some great players in there. I just can't see them staying up. You know, you got Stocker, you've got stuff like that. You've got great players that are in their team, Hertha Berlin, but I just can't see them staying up. It's as simple as that. I can't see them staying up in this league. It's simple as that. Hertha Berlin are kind of an iffy one. I haven't seen much of them this year, guys. They did almost get relegated last year, and I think Hertha Berlin could go down this year in the Bundesliga. So 2 relegated teams, I'll probably go with Darmstadt and Hertha Berlin, and the guy that will go into the playoff, I think now is I think it's Stuttgart, guys, and a team that will finish just above them will be Ingolstadt. They'll stay in the Premier League. They'll stay not in the Premier League, but the Bundesliga. By the skin of their bloody teeth, they will stay in the Bundesliga. By the skin of their teeth, in my opinion. So, who's going to get the top 4 this year in the Bundesliga? I do believe, guys. Simple. Wolfsburg, Dortmund. I think the top 4: Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg, Dortmund, and Bayern Leverkusen. I think Mönchengladbach will finish 5th, and Schalke will finish 6th, in my opinion, guys. So, now Europa League. Obviously, guys, you said before, it's Mönchengladbach and Schalke that will get the Europa League for me. I think a team that will come close to getting it, in my opinion, I'll actually go with Hamburg. The guy, Brian, I can't remember. Some of the Bundesliga managers, I can't even pronounce the names. I think, you know, the Hamburg manager will steer the ship a wee bit there, and they will finish outside the Europa League, guys. I think that will really happen for them. They'll finish outside of the Europa League and just almost qualify for Europa League. Now, top scorer, guys. Now we've got to go in to say who's going to be the surprise package of the Bundesliga this year. Who will press and be the surprise package? I'm actually going to say this now, guys. With actual hope, I'm actually going to say Mainz, actually, to be honest with you. I think Mainz could be the actual surprise package. Like, Augsburg were definitely the surprise package this year in the Bundesliga. So, again, you know, bring in someone like Mainz, who could be the surprise package this year. Yeah, yes, they've lost Geis. But, again, they've brought in a good ball-playing midfielder, Frey. They've got, I think they've got a decent squad, Mainz, and they could actually be the surprise package this year, Mainz. In my opinion, they could be the team challenging for Europa League and just outside the Europa League. They could be the surprise stars. And also, Hamburg could also be the surprise star. I've said that before. Mainz will finish 8th, guys. I said that before. But Hamburg will be the bigger surprise star, in my opinion. Hamburg are a team that could press up and really challenge. So again, either say Mainz or Hamburg could be the surprise package this year in the Bundesliga. Now, top scorer. Who is going to be the top scorer in the Bundesliga? Iffy to say, isn't it, guys? It's really, really iffy to say who could be the top scorer. I think it was Alexander Meyer last year for Frankfurt. it's really, really hard to say if you were a fan of myself, because there's so much good strikers in the Bundesliga that you don't know who to pick to be top scorer. I think it'll be Thomas Müller. I think it will be Thomas Müller for the Bayern. I think he will be the top scorer in the Bundesliga. Final, Thomas Müller. Other players, Lewandowski, Bas Dost, you could say. Maximilian Kreuzer from Wolfsburg as well. Represents the name. Kiesling could be another guy you could go with. Choupo-Moting, Aubameyang. These guys, maybe even Maya will challenge again. Maybe even you might see Daniel Ginczek from Stuttgart get goals this season. And Stuttgart could actually be a surprise package either, guys. But Daniel Ginczek's another one I could see getting that kind of stellar ability, guys. I said before, now I'm going to change the about now, guys. I've realised Stuttgart are a good team, and I think, why have I rated them down there, guys? I'm going to go Cologne for 16th, guys. And Stuttgart could also be another surprise package, but Ginczek could be replying them like Maya did last year, the good goal scorer who's going to put in the back of the net. Ginczek could be the guy that could do that, guys, in my opinion. Ginczek could be Stuttgart's top scorer this year, guys. To be honest with you, he could have top scorer written all over his name. Most clean sheets. I'm not even going to debate this. Manuel Neuer. I can't even debate it. You could say, oh yeah, maybe you could go with Bernard Leno. Go with Leno. Maybe go with Benaglio. Maybe even stare a wee bit near Jan Sommer from Borussia Mönchengladbach. But guys, I'm sorry, I cannot step near Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer is undoubtedly going to be the top most clean sheets in the Bundesliga this year, guys. So this has come to an end of Final Whistle Friday here, guys. It's huge. It's the eve of the big leagues kicking off tomorrow. I cannot wait for it, guys, in all fairness. I do support a club, but I do go to the games, but I'm obviously not going to tell you for personal reasons. So, it's the start of the Bundesliga, start the Premier League. I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait for the Bundesliga and the Premier League to start off, guys. It's a huge one. Can't wait for it. It's the eve of the big leagues kicks off, and I said it, guys. Thank you for watching this episode of Final Whistle Friday. I know it's been a long one, like usually is, guys. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Good bloody bye.